No racist police! No racist police! I just want to...
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Now, before anyone gets worked up about me thinking it's funny that the police are suppressing somebody's free speech, these people were trespassed, they were asked to leave dozens of times, and 25 of them were arrested for that fact afterwards, okay? I'm pro freedom of speech, but I'm also pro woke idiots effing around and finding out. And I've been watching this clip endlessly on replay because it soothes me. It provides everything I need for a balanced daily diet. And the bigger story, other than this idiot, effing around and finding out, is absolutely exactly what we talk about all the time on this channel, entitled Rich White woke idiots thinking that the rules don't apply to them. And I absolutely love when this happens. So let's just okay, again, so before we dive into the instant replay super slow motion recap of maybe my favorite clip of 2024, let's talk about how these people actually got there. Okay, so these are dozens of pro-Palestine protesters who were arrested at UCLA, very expensive, bougie college, okay? Very privileged, all right? And then ordered to stay away from campus. I suspect many of these people, as we found out in many such cases, were not even students there. Again, you're allowed to protest, and I support you, even if I don't support your particular cause that you're protesting, right? I support your right to protest. I support, obviously, no matter what, even if I disagree with, for example, if I disagree with you, no matter what, if you have the right to peacefully assemble, I can still make fun of you. That's my right. That's what's great about, freedom of speech. But that's not what happened here. This is another perfect example of rich, entitled, woke brats thinking, hey, I can do whatever the heck I want. You can see this. The confrontation came after protesters roved around campus early in their day, reciting the names of some of those who have passed in Gaza, which I suppose is fine, right? Unless they were trespassing and not students there. Demonstrators then dyed the waters of the Shapiro Foundation red, which you can't do. That is not peacefully assembling. As seen in aerial photo from local TV stations, for several hours, demonstrators were mostly peaceful. The situation, as it always does, later turned chaotic, however, with LAPD and private security guards forming a skirmish line and facing off with the protesters who stood behind barricades. A crowd formed on the opposition side of the skirmish line, with protesters chanting, "Let them go." Associate Professor, who is a member of the Faculty for Justice in Palestine. Why does that even exist? Just teach math or whatever it is you're supposed to do, okay? Went to the hospital because he got hit with a rubber projectile. Again, he criticized authorities, saying students had been following dispersal orders throughout the evening. However, UCLA police said in a statement late Monday that 25 of them had been arrested on suspicion of willful disruption of university operations. The protesters will be cited and issued a 14-day stay-away order from UCLA's property and then released. So they didn't, they're not doing any hard time for this. They were told to leave. They denied, again, these people have an encampment, trespassing, right? The statement from the group said they tampered with fire safety equipment, which is not peaceful protesting, stripped wires from electrical equipment, which again is not peaceful protesting, and caused other damage on campus, including, of course, dyeing the waters and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so these people don't actually want, just so everyone's clear, just so we're all clear, right? They actually don't want to peacefully protest. Like, you get that, right? They want to get arrested. It gets them off. You know, it gives them street cred because they know they're not going to actually face any real crimes. They're going to go back to their other, you know, fellow wokies and talk about how they survived jail. You know, again, you're welcome to march for Palestine in public areas and not trespass and things like that. You know, and again, you see the media, you know, was organized for these people, but Monday's event marked the third pro-Palestine encampment, which is, you know, not peacefully gathering, at UCLA in recent weeks, the handling of which has elicited outrage and questions about how ill-prepared the university was for such an event. The first one was set up April 25th, sparking mixed reactions of largely peaceful counter-protests. 2 days later, however, UCLA declared the encampment unlawful and directed the students to leave or face discipline. So again, they were not peacefully protesting. They were trespassing. Many of them probably not students of the university. Many of them there just to cause trouble, cause ruckus, cause damage to property, because these people don't really want to be peaceful. Monday's protest, most members wore surgical masks, and those at the edges of the moving encampment held makeshift wooden shields or set up chicken wire to barricade themselves in. Again, not what I would call peaceful protesting. The crowd moved from courtyard outside of Royce Hall to the bottom of the Tongva steps in the patio behind Kirchhoff Hall as a courtyard, blah, blah, blah. As evening set in, the protesters set up more barricades. Again, not peacefully protesting. It escalated and basically into an unlawful assembly was declared, which means now you have to leave. You are now trespassing. You're not allowed to be there, right? Police and guards formed a line with protesters yelling, you know, get off campus. Don't the other 99% of students on that campus have some right to be able to get educated, right? Look at this picture. Does this look like
pro-Palestinian protesters clashing with police at UCLA? At least 25.
Look at this. You see a group of them all pushing against you. Does that peacefully protesting? I always like how they all have the brand new, fresh from Amazon head towels too. Like they're all clearly brand new. some entrepreneurial individual probably sitting right outside selling them for $35, and they're just using their parents' credit cards to buy them. Again, I can't stress this enough. I support their right to peacefully assemble. They are welcome to protest for Palestine. They are not welcome to take over buildings, to hold hostage, staff hostage, which these groups have done. They are not welcome to damage property, to break windows, to disable fire alarms, to all this kind of stuff. They are not, that is not peacefully assembling. And like everybody who watches my videos knows, you know, look, you could see every one of these people who bought these towels for their head, like brand new, straight off Amazon.com. Like that is 100% what's happening here. Just a bunch of woke weirdos looking for a cause, and that's fine. But let's go down to the footage, which is absolutely incredible. 30 seconds. Let's break it down. If you made it this far, leave a like on the video. Let's see. I like how she's still wearing sunglasses at night. That's how you know life is too bright for her. That's how you know she's the coolest, right? And you can see all these are white women. Just saying. I love my white female viewers, but y'all are you know, seemingly at the center of a lot of this. I forgot, it gets me every time. It gets me every time. It gets me every time. This is so great. Ready? Okay, now, and I know a lot of you just listen, but you're going to want to open your, you're going to want to like open the video and you're going to want to watch this.
No racist police!
They're getting the message on the left. Yep. Yeah, you're... Oh, you just love it. I mean, it reminds me of Hungry, Hungry Hippos. And then watch all these bold soy boys, right? They're so tough, right? They're so tough. All they can do is say, "What the frick? what the frick, what just happened? And look at this woman like with her hands up. Oh my God, they probably murdered. Yeah, nice, yeah. Sorry. You hear that brave soy boy in the background just repeatedly saying, "What the F? What the F?" That's all these people can do. He says it like 100 times. And he said it again. By the way, again, at this point, just so everyone's clear, okay, they had already been trespassed and told to leave the campus. They were trespassing. They were damaging property. They were not peacefully assembling at this point. Perhaps they were earlier in the day, okay? You can see a lot of the comments. Record scratch, freeze frame. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, I thought it looked cool. The handkerchiefs and the glasses, you know. Turns out it was a pro-terror mob. The more you know, bail me out campaign right now. XOXOXO. Sometimes a girl just want to act. That was a beautiful snatcher grab. This deserves a place at the Louvre. I'm sick of the perpetual Halloween costumes. The timing was so perfect and on purpose. Love it. Like, people are just tired of this. People are just tired of it. Like, these are just entitled, rich brats who want to go out there and feel like they're doing something, but they're not. All they're doing is supporting people that would toss them off roofs willingly or do horrible things to them. And they can't even peacefully assemble. They have no interest whatsoever in peacefully assembling. They have every interest in causing problems and being entitled. So I don't care. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.